Today is a great day for equality in Connecticut. The court's decision fulfills the hopes and dreams of Connecticut's gay and lesbian citizens to live as full and equal citizens in this state. The Connecticut Supreme Court has declared that there is no place in our society for discrimination against gay and lesbian citizens. Everybody understands that marriage is a unique institution with profound meaning for couples, that marriage is unparalleled in the dignity, respect, and protection that it gives to couples. And with today's decision, gay and lesbian families in Connecticut will now be able to marry and have the same protection and security as all other families in this state. We know that today's decision will have an enormous impact on gay and lesbian couples in Connecticut, but nothing else will change in Connecticut. All families will be stronger, safer, and more secure, and nobody will be harmed. With today's decision, Connecticut maintains its historic role as a leader in advancing equality around the country. Connecticut has been a leader in this nation in protecting citizens' rights. I want to close by saying that although the historical nature of today's decision is important, nothing is more important than what today's decision means for same-sex couples in Connecticut, for loving and committed families throughout this state. Now, throughout the years that we litigated this lawsuit, one of our plaintiffs, Janet Peck, who you'll hear from, would frequently say to me, "Ben, Carol and I have been together for 31 years. When do you think we'll be able to get married?" And then the next year, Janet would ask me, "Ben, I have loved Carol for 32 years. How much longer do I have to wait to marry her?" On September 26th, Janet and Carol celebrated their 33rd anniversary. So today, I am proud to be able to say to Janet and Carol, to all the plaintiff couples in this case, and to every same-sex couple in Connecticut, you can finally marry the person that you love.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's great to be here. This is the very same hotel where we had a press conference over 4 years ago to announce the filing of this case, and it's good to see some of you again. It's certainly good to see all of you. Connecticut has so much to be proud of today. It is just the third state in 5 years to endorse full marriage equality, to stop denying rights to people who love one another just because of their sexual orientation. It's incredible leadership on a long journey ahead. And when we think about this journey, the journey that Connecticut has made, certainly these plaintiffs who stand behind you are, of course, the heart and soul of the matter. They were simply willing to stand up and say, "Government, please treat me equally and fairly under the law." And today, of course, we know what the answer is. The answer has been yes. But it's not only their journey, it's a journey of everyone else as well, everyone in this state, and a journey that people around the country have been watching. Because for most people, this is not a big issue. They don't think about gay people. And what has happened over the last number of years, because of these plaintiffs coming forward, because of the tremendous work done in the legislature by groups like Lenexa Family, because of all of that work, what has happened in this state is that ordinary people have come to see these people, as neighbors, as co-workers, whether they're teachers or firefighters or whatever. They've come to see them as people who are parents of children in their schools. They've come to see that they worship in the same church or temple. They've come to see these people as human beings with the same inherent dignity that everyone else has. And when you have that recognition, then the question becomes, why is it exactly that only same-sex couples, only these two, are denied a right that everyone else has? And when you start asking that question and you start thinking about the humanity, the answer becomes pretty simple. In this country, we don't have two standards of law. We have one standard of justice for everyone, and that is the principle that the Connecticut Supreme Court vindicated today. Now, as you go forward here, as we all go forward here in Connecticut, I think what we're going to see just based on a little bit of experience elsewhere, is that there's going to be an outbreak of happiness. There's going to be so many congratulations going around. There's going to be joy in the land. And that's just a fabulous thing. And it's not only fabulous for these couples and those who know and love them. This is good for the state as a whole, because it is the state as a whole saying, we do understand that you are neighbors, we embrace you, we think stronger families is something that's good for everyone. So this is not only important for these families, it's important for all of Connecticut. It's not just that the sky won't fall, it's that life is going to be better. And that's the experience, at least, of the 2 states that have marriage equality so far. The other thing I want to say is, of course, we know that this has been a journey that other parts of the country are on too. There's discussions happening in state houses, in boardrooms all over the place about this issue. And seeing this journey here in Connecticut is extremely important. I want to remind people that it was only in the fall of 1997 that Hawaii became the first state to enact something called a reciprocal beneficiary law. And it was for gay people and straight people, and there's a few rights, most of which you could get some other way if you worked really hard at it. But it was important. No state had ever done that before. And since that time, there have now been 10 other states that have stepped up to do something extremely significant for same-sex couples. Connecticut has been part of that for some time now because of leadership in the legislature. But that is enormous progress. So to see Connecticut now say, marriage for everybody, equality in marriage for everybody is the right standard, is certainly going to propel those efforts forward, not only here, but elsewhere. So thanks very much.
We are overjoyed that Connecticut's highest court has fulfilled the hopes and dreams of so many by ruling that same-sex couples are free to marry. Thanks to the Supreme Court's momentous decision today, Connecticut is now a fairer, more equitable place for all. This historic ruling will provide additional security and respect to the thousands of loving, committed same-sex couples and their children living in the state. Love Makes a Family applauds the wisdom and fairness of the Connecticut Supreme Court. More importantly, however, future generations will recognize the court's foresight, which once again establishes Connecticut as a national leader in treating all its citizens equally in the eyes of the law. Our friends and partners at GLAD, which I cannot say enough wonderful things about, along with their local co-counsel, deserve tremendous gratitude for the passion and the legal skill they brought to this case. Special thanks also to the 8 plaintiff couples who have been the public faces of this historic lawsuit for the past 4 years. And I did have 3 years in there, but had to change it because it's lasted so long. Their willingness to share their lives and dreams with the court and the people of Connecticut made today's victory possible. Finally, though, I want to thank the thousands and thousands and thousands of Love Makes a Family members and supporters across the state. For 8 years, you have worked tirelessly to educate your friends, neighbors, and elected officials. You have been the voices of equality, and today your voices have been heard. Today, same-sex couples who have made a lifelong promise to take care of and be responsible for each other celebrate being welcomed into one of society's most fundamental institutions. And today, Connecticut can proudly and appropriately claim its nickname, the Constitution State. Thank you very much.